What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about the second book in the Chaos Walking trilogy, The Ask and the Answer by Patrick Ness. Why did I wait 4 years to read this book? Oh my god. Guys, okay, so I thought The Knife of Never Letting Go was like super heavy and like it was amazing and it tore me to pieces and I had so many feels, and then I went into this book and oh man, was that just the tip of the iceberg where feelings were concerned. I don't know what I'm doing to myself, but man, I am just like so excited. If you can't tell, I really liked this book. I am in love with this series and I love where it's going. But okay, so let's take a step back now. So for those of you guys who don't know, this is the second book in the Chaos Walking trilogy. When we left off with Todd and Viola in the last book, they had just made it to Haven to find out that the mayor had beat them there and they've been separated. So Viola was shot, she's been taken away, and this book opens up with Todd waking up and all he can think of is, where is Viola? Where is she? What are they doing to her? Don't you hurt her. I will do anything as long as she's alive. And that's kind of like the central thing for Todd throughout this book. He will do anything to make sure that Viola stays alive. And what's really awesome is that in this book, we finally get to meet the mayor. We finally get to see him. We finally get to interact with him. And he is one creepy dude. Oh my god. He's one of those villains where you're almost not sure if he is a villain, because nothing he does is explicitly like wrong or explicitly bad, but you get this like really bad vibe from him. And the fact that Patrick Ness was really able to convey this just from the page and like actually give me chills and like make me freak out and like shrink in on myself whenever he was around is crazy. Like I felt like the mayor was there. I felt like he was talking to me. So that villain was absolutely so unbelievably well done. What's also cool about this book is that not only do we get Todd's perspective, but we finally get Viola's perspective, because she was taken away to a house of healing to be healed from her injuries, and so we get to spend time with her and other women. So we haven't really met too many other women in this series so far. We did get to meet Hildy, we did get to meet a few other people, but finally like we're seeing what's going on with like the women of like New World. And there is definitely a war coming, and there is definitely a lot more that we just don't know. And we kind of get to see this whole like you have to take sides, but you don't have the whole picture. And yes, this person is an enemy, but this person could very well be an enemy too. And you have to watch as Todd and Viola are forced to kind of come to terms with this and come to terms with like the beginnings of a war are very messy, they're very complicated, and they have to take sides. They have to figure out what they're going to do. And throughout all of this, all they want is to be with each other again. They just want to find each other. They just want to make sure that everybody is okay. But they're forced to make a lot of really hard decisions, and man, is the pain train just so good. I love the way that their relationship develops. I love the way that they develop as characters. I'm so happy that we finally got to see Viola's perspective, because that just makes everything just 10 times more tangible, 10 times more like heart-wrenching and tragic. And I have nothing but good things to say about this book. One other thing that I was very surprised about is that Davy Prentice, so Mr. Prentice Jr., is in this book quite a bit, and he actually gets some surprising character development. I wasn't expecting to see that from him. I'm not going to tell you what happens, obviously, but he's definitely a character to watch. It was very interesting, and the end of this book was just so shocking and just leaves this like gaping hole in your heart, which is exactly what the first book did, and it's absolutely amazing. I actually had to wait a little while before I started Monsters and Men, so I am going to start it like pretty soon, but I needed to like read a few other books. I'm like, I'm not ready for the pain. I gotta let the emotions, build back up. But obviously I am giving this book an A+. I absolutely am so in love with it. I'm so excited to see the movies that come out of this. I think Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley were like the perfect choices for these characters, and I am very excited to see how this series is going to end. If you haven't been reading this series and you watch this video anyway, I did kind of probably spoil a little bit from the first book, but I definitely highly recommend it, because this is something that you definitely don't want to miss. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe so you can talk books with me every week. That is everything got for today, and I'll see you guys next time.